Check it, credit. Slam.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Watch the shit. Watch the eye. Watch the twist. Watch the ram.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Got 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gregory. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
Watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Five. Let's find two.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A very solid gain of 27.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check 13. Check 13. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Williams. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shoot.
Now Saquon Barkley. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Bravo.
I'm coming up to you. Hey, watch that.
Now.
54, Mike, 54. Man, I got you.
Hard. Fight.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
He can't hang. He's not going to get
On first down, Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Straight 15! Hey, Charlie! Here.
Wentz now to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Philadelphia.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check safety. Back. Check out.
Lefty.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3. Check it back. Check.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Back man. 180.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Kill. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack by Robert Quinn. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
General West. Leo.
Ship. Whip. Watch the whip.
Ready.
The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Deuce.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Alert 3.
You're out.
Alert 3.
Hey.
Motion.
Let go.
Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's been a long day for you. Kill.
Fair. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
91 is the mark. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check 91. 91 is the mic.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but... before they work it across midfield.
28-yard gain. First down, Eagles.
Here we go.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Running right, here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
TJ Green on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You better be afraid of me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Set. 120. It's 74. 74.
Three. Check 3.
Sunday.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 280.
Man, I got you. No.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I know you feel that.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they were...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Sam off.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yes.
Mike spot 4. I got it. Watch safety creep.
Look at me. Door.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there.
Yep.
Go. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let him know. Let him know.
Gone, gone.
Under 10. Under.
Hey, Alpha.
He's coming. He's coming.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go Sunday. 82, 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's airing, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Williams, 34 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Look, squeeze.
Out.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
The first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
6-6, pull it high. Leo. Check.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Rush in. Check 31.
Go out. 22 jet bomber. Fair. Go!
Roy!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
This will be taken. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey! Look at me. Go. Ready?
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
Hey, we have you on the
61, matchbox light. Gone.
twist. Watch the twist. Check. Lucky.
Drop. They go.
Again, it's Barkley. Eluding the tackle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it.
Look. Squeeze.
Check. Hey.
Hit it.
Jones now operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Switch it. Big dash. Come.
X3, 218, chopper. Lynch 5-3.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it with Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Check 13.
On first down, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another run here with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Now it's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Leo. Ready?
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
6-6, pull it high. You're out.
Undercrunch. Check.
Fair.
Crunch. 25. Check 25.
Hey, Sam off.
Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have 1 big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Two times, two times. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.